How is it going today, Loyalists? My name is Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you, this woman betrayed me.
I was about to say,
portrayed.
That's what she portrayed.
Betrayed me, animated story by Young Dawn, the Sauce God.
my Jesus.
If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us. And all our social medias in the link in the description below. Don't forget to
Subscribe.
Let's go in.
I'm like, does this woman want me to die? I say to her, but miss, my hand. What about the Aki, Mrs. Dolanda?
What?
What about the Aki and saltfish with a little bit of breadfruit on the side? I thought we had something.
Oh.
I was like, why are you talking about food?
I had just moved to America from Jamaica and it was the first week of school. And y'all know how that ish goes, man. I don't need to tell y'all.
Yeah.
You spend half the day trying to figure out where all your new classes are. You meet your new teachers, and then you scout out the class, man. First you look to see if you see anyone you know, because hashtag social anxiety. Then, if you're like me, you pick out all the cute girls in class. You know, so that you can have a running list of all the people you're gonna go back to your boys and talk about. But never actually have the courage to go and ask for their number. Dudes will go an entire year dressing fresh to death just to impress a chick he's never gonna talk to. So I get through the entire first day. It was just my last class of the day left for me to go to. English literature with Mrs. Dolanda. Now, I wasn't looking forward to being in this class because at lunchtime, one of the dudes at my lunch table warned me that she was one of the meanest teachers in the entire school.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, no.
That she was generally hated by everyone who took her class. So there I am standing outside of class when she shows up to let everyone in. And to my surprise, Mrs. Dolanda was a tall, middle-aged black woman with dreadlocks. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Because by this point, I've met all my other teachers who were either white or Hispanic. And they were really nice. Don't tell me that the only teacher that's gonna give me a problem is the only one that could pass as my goddamn auntie.
Right, I was like, this
So,
is like your family
class
member.
starts and we're doing the whole stand up, introduce yourself, state one interesting fact
Hate
about
that.
yourself thing.
Hate
My
it.
turn comes around and I do the bit. Good afternoon, my name is Don Hines, I just moved here from Jamaica. And before I could even sit down,
Oh, no.
Mrs. Dolanda was like, did you say that you're from Jamaica? What a coincidence. So am I. And then I was like,
no.
word? And she was like, which part of Jamaica are you from? I'm like, I'm from Kingston. How about you? She said something like, oh my gosh, I'm from St. Catherine. Then I tested her because she didn't have an accent at all. So I was like, I had to know if she was a real yachty. I'm like, what's your favorite dish? And then she says, I love oxtail, but my favorite is ackee and saltfish with a little bit of roast breadfruit on the side. At that instant, I knew that everything was gonna be
Like, yes.
because I realized
Sausage
Mrs.
is
Dolanda
good.
was
Yeah.
a
My grandparents make
She
it.
was just Jamaican. Let me explain. America is an amazing place. In spite of its flaws, I can confidently say that I wouldn't rather be living anywhere else. One of America's best features, its universities. America is filled to the brim with amazing colleges and universities. People fly from all around the world
To go there.
just so that they could have a chance to go to one of our great institutions of higher learning. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal colleges. The public schooling system, however, has much to be desired. By that I mean, it doesn't take much to acquire a high school diploma. You feel me? You're not exactly being pushed to your intellectual limits.
Not
okay?
really.
Show up to class, don't sleep the entire time, do some of the homework, and don't get caught smoking in the bathroom. And guess what? You just got yourself a high school diploma. Now you can stop playing pretend
I
and
didn't
go
pay
to
attention at
real
all.
school, which is college. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to everyone. I hear you AP class taking mother suckers in the back. Listen, I'm just talking about the bare minimum you are actually required to do to graduate from high school in America.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot. Jamaica, on the other hand, completely different story. The public school system there is brutal, my G. Much lower success rate. Like it really takes serious effort to graduate from a decent high school in Jamaica. So you do end up with a lot more people failing, but the ones that make it have a really good expectation of just how hard college is about to be. Perfect example. Extra credit. I didn't know that was a real
Never
thing
did it.
until I got to America.
you?
I thought extra credit was just
Yeah.
some the Disney Channel made up. Cause that's the only place I ever heard the term being used. Jamaican teachers don't believe in extra credit. As if extra credit is some kind of urban myth like Bigfoot or a post-racial American justice
Like,
system.
what is that?
In America, on the other hand, teachers give out extra credit like it's candy on Halloween. They even put the extra
not my
credit in the
teachers. I maybe had
syllabus
extra
at the
credit maybe like
beginning
5
of the
times,
year.
but I never
You
did
can
it.
calculate exactly how much homework you can get
I
away
love extra
with
credit.
not doing based on the amount of extra credit you already know you're gonna get. So when you're used to this kind of gentler approach to school, of course, when you come across a thoroughbred bona fide Jamaican teacher like
Ooh, he get me
Mrs.
mad.
Yolanda, who doesn't play that,
Jamaican Spanish teacher.
of course you're gonna think she's a thesaurus. She's not gonna take your late homework, she's not gonna round up your grade, and she sure as hell's not gonna give you no extra credit. But I was fresh out of the islands, baby. That's what I was used to. So like,
He's like, this about to be a
semester went as
breeze.
smooth as butter.
This about to be a breeze.
Right.
Entire
Look.
time.
A little anime.
Like a 91%, but it was still an A. And while I could tell that my peers weren't really feeling her, I personally was enjoying the class. And it wasn't hard to see who was Mrs. Dolanda's favorite student. She calling me so much for answers low-key that started to look bad. Well, I didn't mind. If it meant getting an A, I was gonna kiss that like no one.
Advertising
Advertising
friendly.
friendly.
Then, one day, everything changed. Right before I had English with Mrs. Dolanda, I had PE/basketball class. On this fateful day,
Hated you.
I
Love
unfortunately
him.
sprained my wrist while playing basketball. And my wrist looking like there was a whole grapefruit in my So I show up to English class, and upon arrival, Mrs. Dolanda tells everyone that there was going to be a pop quiz. Now, she did these pop quizzes from time to time, and they actually really affected your grades. So,
Wow.
being unable to
Same
write
thing,
my
bruh.
sprained wrist,
Really?
I
Same
go to Mrs.
thing, dog.
Dolanda, and I'm
In
like,
Spanish.
Hey, Mrs. Dolanda, as you can see, my wrist is hurt pretty bad, and I can't write. Is it cool if I take the quiz next class once the swelling goes down? She looks
Nope.
at me and says, actually, Donald, I'm afraid I can't do that. You're going to have to take the quiz the same time as everyone else. I was like, what? But Miss, how am I supposed to take the test if I can't write? Can I dictate to you? She's like, that's not my job, Don. I'm
Oh.
like, what?
Evil.
You
Oh.
can't be serious. Am I supposed to take it with my left hand? She's like, Don, if you don't take the quiz right now, I will have to give you a 0 for it. A 0.
Yeah.
A 0.
Yeah,
Are
not
you
an F, a
Ooh.
0.
kidding me?
Oh.
Even a Jamaican kid a 0 is like sending him home with a death sentence.
Yes.
I'm like, does this woman want me to die? I say to her, but miss,
Put him out the
my
soft
hand. What about the ackee, Mrs. Dolanda? What about the ackee and saltfish with a little bit of bird fruit on the side? I thought we had something. But no, she sent me to my seat to take the test with my left hand. And of course, this is
You
English
can't write with that.
literature, okay? This was
English
a multiple
literature.
choice. These are short essay questions. Give an answer and explain. You feel me?
I hate
so there I
those.
am trying to write with my left hand, handwriting looking like chicken scratch. And of course, I barely get half the quiz done. So she collects the quizzes, and I'm salty as Fast forward to next class, I get back the test. 48%, my G.
Ooh.
I felt so
I'm calling my mom.
You see,
I
if
know,
you
I
wanna
feel like I couldn't
ruin
write.
someone emotionally, you don't start off by being an asshole because they'll immediately put up a wall. You gotta earn their trust first, create a sense of camaraderie, security, and then when they need you
The most.
that's when you stab them in the back. That's what Mrs.
kinda evil.
Delonda did to me. That quiz brought me down to a B, and I wasn't able to get it back to an A for the rest of the semester. Ruined my perfect
You know how much
GPA,
work you have to do to
and
get
this
up
is
to
back
an
when I
A once
actually
you drop it
cared
down?
about school.
Not
For
really.
the rest
Not
of
me.
the
I just
year,
easy as hell.
I hated this teacher, and I made
Not
sure
my
she knew
programs.
it. Anytime she called my name, I'd never have the answer. Eventually, she picked up on the message. I don't even think we made eye contact. for
Like
the
y'all
last
just
2
broke
months
up
of
or
school.
something.
Moral of the story: never expect anyone to do anything for you. Because
Exactly.
this world owes you nothing. And the sooner
True.
you realize that, the sooner people will stop letting you down. What's up,
You
fantasy
know what? He got a point there.
I told you that.
Yeah, he said, "Yep, you sure did." And I
surely
he
did.
took me up, cook her a couple times, but she was right. She was like, "Dwayne, nobody." You gotta say it in your anime voice.
What anime voice?
Dwayne Kun. Nobody owes So like nobody owes you nothing in this world.
Yeah, my mom
expect
told me
nothing.
that. My mom told me that from when I was very, very young. And my mom was very blunt too. She's nice, but she's blunt. So she was just like, Jasmine, nobody in the real world is going to care about you. And like when I was little, I was thinking like that's so mean. But then she was right. It's like really nobody cares. Nobody cares what problems you have.
Only family.
What they may not even care.
Sometimes, yeah.
They may not. Yeah. So it's like you gotta depend on yourself basically. You gotta set things up so that you don't get disappointed by the people. Like me, I don't expect anybody to do anything for me. So that's why I don't get disappointed. That's why I'm happy all the
Except
time.
me, of course.
Except you, yes. But I do not expect anybody to do a thing for me. I will do everything by myself before I ask somebody to do something. Because as soon as I ask somebody to do something, they don't do it, then I get mad. So to avoid all that, I'm just gonna do it myself. Like that's so that I don't get disappointed. And so things like that don't happen.
All right.
So
Ooh.
I'm not gonna assume that my teachers like me. I already know they don't.
So at least
I'm just gonna be like,
at least that helped me out with a little bit of closure, because I was wondering why my Jamaican Spanish teacher was so damn mean, and why Spanish kids that know the damn language was getting C's and B's. No, I'm getting A's. It's because she's from Jamaica, so that just helps me closure out why it
don't
was so
think that
damn
that's
hard.
how like everyone is.
No,
but like,
maybe
maybe she
that
might
one.
be the same case for this.
She was old and just mean. You know what? Anyway,
All of my
guys,
teachers just hated everyone. Not just me specifically. They just hated children. I don't even think they should have been a teacher.
at first they all nice, and you see the mean kid. Anyway, guys,
Nah, mine's
please
mean
comment
from the
below.
jump.
Comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
share.
It's just work. Deuces.